Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we're going to look at the 1989 10-cent coins from the United States, the Roosevelt dimes, and we're also going to look at some other coins from 1989 because the Philadelphia Mint in 1989 had some hugely valuable coins. If you can collect a Philadelphia year from 1989, if you get the best of every one of them, you'd be talking about $23,000. Okay, here's the dimes from 1989 again. And one of the things that you can tell when you look at these dimes is that they are in pretty good shape and pretty shiny. Well, that makes sense for the S dime over here, but that's actually the least shiny of them all. This is a San Francisco Mint, so this is going to be a proof coin dime. These ones, however, are from the uncirculated mint set. And once in a while, in an uncirculated mint set, you'll just get a spectacular dime, and that's what's going on with this Denver dime right here in the center. We get great detail in the hair, great detail in the face. You see Liberty in front of Franklin D. Roosevelt. Under his chin it says, "In God We Trust." Back here there's a D, kind of a big wide open D for the Denver Mint in 1989. In 1989 at the Denver Mint they made 897 million of these. Way down underneath you see there's a J and an S, and that's for John Sinek, who was the engraver of these coins. First came out in 1946, the year after Roosevelt died. If you are looking for a Denver Mint coin, there are some very, very, very expensive ones out there. In fact, the Denver Mint has found 9 Mint State 68 so far with the full bands on the back, and they're worth about $600. What is the full bands on the back? Well, when you look at the back of these coins, you see it says United States of America around the top, 1 dime at the bottom, E pluribus unum across the center. There's olive branch here with some olives on it, and oak sprig here with a couple acorns, and then in the center there's this torch. And the torch has 2 bands at the top that are right next to each other, 2 bands at the bottom that are right next to each other, and then these lines going down, and they also have some detail in the torch when you get to the top. If you can get these 2 bands at the top so that they look very good and there's real good separation between them, these ones are kind of okay here, and the same with the bottom. If you can get those 2 bands at the bottom so that they're really clear and they have great separation between them, that's what's called a full bands coin or a full torch coin, or sometimes NGC even calls them an FTP, a full torch proof-like coin, or a FTD, a full torch deep cameo proof-like coin. If you can get these in a really, really good condition, that's where your money's going to be, the full bands or the full torch versions. They also made this coin, of course, at the Philadelphia Mint, and this one has some details to it that are interesting. Very wide rim over here, very thin rim over here. Probably wasn't punched quite right, but there's no real value to that for collectors. We see that this E here has a little tiny bit of doubling on it, but I don't believe it's enough. I don't believe it's enough to be of any real value. We tip it up on its edge and we see that these are copper nickel clad copper coins. They have 118 reeds that go around the outside, and this is what they call a business strike coin. If you get one from an uncirculated mint set, those are the same coins that go to the banks, that go into the dime rolls, and they're circulating coins, circulating or business strike they call them. You notice that this one has very, very, very little detail on the back. That is par for the course for the Philadelphia Mint from 1989. In fact, that's why we have those other coins way up at the top, because those are all Philadelphia Mint coins, and I want to talk to you about how expensive the Philadelphia Mint line would be if you got all of them together. At Philadelphia, they made $1.3 billion. They used a lot of worn dies on these. They really rushed through them, and so you're not going to find that many great coins. The best one that they found from Philadelphia so far for the dime is a full bands Mint State 68, $3,500. So it's very, very rare. They've only found one that's up to a full bands version. And then the final mint that they made them at was, of course, the San Francisco Mint. They made the proof coins there, and they made $3.2 million. And this is a kind of nice coin, but it has all this discoloration on it, which doesn't really add to the value. And you also notice that on the back of this one, the bands aren't that great. If you don't get a perfect San Francisco Mint coin from 1989, it's not going to be worth much money. They found 1,300 plus proof 70 deep cameos so far, and those are only worth $20 each. If the Philadelphia dime is worth $3,500, how much are some of the other Philadelphia coins worth from 1989? Turns out that the best penny that they found from Philadelphia in 1989 so far, and you know, of course, the penny won't have any mint mark on it because Philadelphia doesn't put mint marks on the pennies. The best penny they found is worth $3,250, so almost as much as the dime. The best nickel that they've found from 1989 is a Philadelphia mint nickel, which goes for $5,500. The best quarter that they've found from 1989, and it doesn't look that much better than this one, I bet. This is just a really sweet quarter from an uncirculated mint set. Look at the detail in the hair. The best quarter they found is a Philadelphia quarter, and it goes for about $2,000 for the quarter. And then finally, they also made the $half dollar in 1989. And the best $half dollar they made from 1989 is a Kennedy half at MS67 plus. They've only found one ever, and it goes for $5,000. So $5,000 for the half, $2,000 for the quarter, $3,500 for the dime, $5,500 for the nickel, and $3,250 for the penny, for the best of everything from Philadelphia in the year 1989. But that's all we have today from DC CoinRoll International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to the channel and leave any comments you have in the comments section.